What's up, guys? My name is Caleb Brunko. I'm a photographer and filmmaker here in South Florida. And today, I'm gonna show you 3 simple effects that can transform audio that sounds like this into audio that sounds like this. Let's get into it. I just wanna start off by saying I am in no way an audio mixing specialist or an audio technician, but if you are one of those, let me know down in the comments what I'm doing right or wrong. It's probably mostly wrong, but you'll get a kick out of it. Well, let's start by grabbing our laptop, because my iMac refuses to work, and get into it. All right, we're gonna start by dragging our clips into our Premiere Pro timeline. And then we'll just grab it and drag it onto our timeline here. We'll scroll in a little bit, expand it, especially the audio, since you know we're working with it. So the first thing that I like to do when I'm messing around with audio is I like to set an in and out point. So we'll go here to the front of the playhead, we'll set an in point, and then we'll go to the end here, and we will hit O for our out point. And now we have this selected. And then I'm gonna go up to the loop playback button and click that. So it'll basically keep playing it back and forth. And makes it really easy when you're trying to like edit audio together and kind of get it all spruced up. If you don't see this button, you're gonna come over here to this little plus sign on your program window here, and it'll just be somewhere around there. It's over on the right side. Now we have our clip in here, and let's just see how the raw, unedited audio sounds. This is an audio test. 1, 2, 3. How does it sound? So, sounds okay. Kind of echoey because this room's not perfectly sound treated. Definitely could be better. So let's make it better. All of the editing that we're gonna do in here is going to be in the audio track mixer window thing effect. I don't know what it's called. It's a little window thing. If you don't see this audio track mixer, I got you, don't worry. You're gonna go up to this top bar where it says window, and it'll drop down all the different works extensions. They're called extensions, I think. And then you're just gonna go right down to where it says audio track mixer, click it, it'll show up on your page, drag it to wherever you want. So we're gonna go over here to this little icon on the top left, click that, it'll bring a whole drop down. Let's give ourselves a little bit more space. There we go, so we can see what's going on. And you'll see it has a different column for each of the tracks on your video, and then one as the master. So to start, we are gonna go over to this top one right here and hit the little drop down. That's gonna drop down all the different effects and things that you can add to this track. So first thing that I always like to do is I like to go down here to filter and EQ. And then go over and down to Parametric Equalizer. This is probably the most important step. And then if we wanna edit this, all we have to do is double click on it here. And it looks terrifying. It's a line and then a bunch of numbers. It's really easy, I promise. So something super simple that you can do is on the presets, it says default right now. If you click that little drop down and just hit vocal enhancer, it'll do this whole little curve for you, and it kind of just makes the vocals pop a little more. You can go in and do it yourself. You can do whatever you want, but this is a great place to start. It'll kind of get things going for you. So let's hear how our clip sounds with just this one effect. This is an audio test. 1, 2, 3. How does it sound? This is an audio test. 1, 2, 3. How does it sound? So it's already sounding better. There's not a huge drastic change. Like, it's not gonna make it sound like you're like in a studio, but it takes away all of that low end, just kind of dead noise that's down there, and it boosts up your like mid range and the higher up ones that kind of like gets a little bit of a pop going. So far, doing pretty well. Moving on to effect number 2, we're gonna go to the second little row here and do another drop down. I like to go down to noise reduction and restoration, and then I go down to DeReverb. I will click on that, and then I will double click. I believe it automatically puts it at like 40 or 50%. This, for most cases, way too much, way too much. I usually will go down between like 15 and 30%. This is an audio test. 1, 2, 3. How does it sound? This is an audio test. 1, 2, 3. How does it sound? Moving on to our third and final effect, and it's a good one. I like it a lot. It's like a one and done kind of thing. Not really, but you'll see. So we're gonna go over to our third drop down, and the first one, amplitude and compression. And then we're gonna go down to multiband compressor. And this is where the magic starts. You're gonna click on it, and when you add it to it, it's not gonna do anything. It doesn't do anything. So we're gonna change that. You're gonna double click on it. It'll bring up the different effects, and it is overwhelming. I still don't know what most of these things do, but I hit one button and it does things for me, and I will show you. You're gonna go up here where it says default from presets, and you're just gonna click broadcast. So here is how it sounds without the multiband compressor. This is an audio test. 1, 2, 3. How does it sound? And this is how it sounds with the multiband compressor. This is an audio test. 1, 2, 3. How does it sound? That's crispy, my dude. It did boost the vocals quite a bit, so I am gonna bring it a little bit down. Just ever so slightly. Maybe like -3. -3 sounds about solid. So now we've gone from audio that sounds like this. This is an audio test. 1, 2, 3. How does it sound? To audio that sounds like this. This is an audio test. 1, 2, 3. How does it sound? Here's a little bonus tip for you. Try and get the microphone as close to your mouth as possible, preferably without being in the shot, unless you want it in the shot. Then put it in the shot. Well, let me show you. If you zoom out, I've got mine right over here. It's mounted on a C-stand, and then I have a really long 3.5 millimeter jack that goes all the way up and then all the way down into the camera. But having the microphone right here to me gives such better audio than if it was way back there on top of the camera. Just a little helpful hint for you. So there you go. Those are 3 simple effects so that you can get better audio for your videos. If you liked this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It is greatly appreciated. If you have any ideas for future videos or questions, comments, concerns, or you just feel like roasting me, leave them down in the comments. I would love to read them. Yeah, this has been a good one. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one.